Yeah. 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 So many lies that you hear from the net, they don't get her respect. She reporting the truth, not a check. You want an unbiased opinion straight from the chest, not a bit of accomplice or someone here for a check. Tune in, these are thoughts from a lawyer on a mission who goes so hard it's like she works on commission. Trolls in the comments might say she tripping cause they lack the knowledge. They don't know they missing. Got a couple current events that you like. Wanna know about law from the eyes. Tired of all these blogs running lies because their agendas are disguised. Tune in to the intellect, cause I'm sure y'all missing all the facts of the case that she steady is gifting. Someone here for the people, man, it's so uplifting. If you ain't subscribed yet, then you just omitting facts.
Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. It's Pam Esquire, also known as Your Law Intellect. Thank you so much for joining me. See, I'm on the road. I am here 2 days in a row. I had so much fun with you guys last night, just kind of chit-chatting. So if you guys did not catch the live yesterday, catch the replay. We had a really good time talking about the Menendez brothers. Shout out to all of my mods that are already here. I know it's late. It's like 10 o'clock. But you guys are still on post. I appreciate it. Cupcake, thank you so much as always for being here. Jeff, thank you for being here. And thank you so much to everybody that's on here. Jay is on here. Andrew. I'm just so overwhelmed. You guys, if you haven't done so already, please make sure that you hit the like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. We are here to talk about Kanye West. So he has not been in the news lately, but then I woke up this morning and I saw that a new lawsuit has been filed yesterday against Kanye West. And some of you guys are going to remember when he was having, well, his name is Ye now, formerly known as Kanye West, when he was having these run-ins with photographers. Like, I kind of understood where he was coming from. When you look at the Princess Diana's and all of those situations that have happened, the paparazzi gets out of hand. And I get it, they're public figures. You're supposed to be able to, I guess they want you to endure it, but they literally have no form of privacy. So when he was going through all his rants about a year ago, he had a few run-ins with some photographers. Well, one of those photographers has filed a lawsuit and has none other than Gloria Alred, you know, the one that represents all the Me Too people, as her attorney. So she filed a lawsuit yesterday, and then she also did a press conference this morning. And we're going to play the press conference to see what she's talking about, because the lawsuit has been filed, but like she'll say in the video that we're going to watch, it has not, it doesn't even have a case number. That's how fresh this lawsuit is. So we are on top of it. It was filed in California. I actually met Gloria in California when I was covering the Tory Lanez trial. So she was up there at the court too. So she's older and she's still working. She's still working. So let me speak to a few of you guys, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the video from the press conference. But in the beginning of the video, because I know somebody's gonna come in and tell me they can't hear. In the beginning of the video, there is no audio. There is no sound for about a minute. It's not me. It's not going to be my device. It is literally the way the video is set up. It's probably a little bit over 20 minutes, but I want to discuss, like, what is your opinion related to paparazzi putting cameras in folks' face, and also how Kanye reacted. So, yeah. Hi, Naj Sings. Thank you so much for joining us. St. James, thank you so much. For all the people I didn't get a chance to shout out in the beginning, we're gonna get this party started. Jalecia, I probably always say your name wrong, and I apologize. Annette, Ramiel, thank you so much, guys. So we are talking about Kanye West. If you're just coming in, hit the like button. I'm gonna share this video real quick, and we just gonna get started. So I know, guys, in the beginning, you're not gonna hear nothing. She just talking until people are like, "Ma'am, where's the audio? How you doing a press conference and we can't hear you?" You said the media definitely goes too far with celebrities and do not respect boundaries. Hey, Tiffany, thank you so much for coming over here. Sherman, thank you. Thank you, Cupcake. You know everybody gonna come in like, I can't hear. I can't hear. And she was just talking. She was talking
among
away.
other professional photographers. assaulting photographers. And we want him to be accountable.
Now, can you guys hear it okay now? Because I see some people saying get it together. So I want to make sure that you guys can hear. Have you guys been able to hear the last 2 minutes? Because she is talking. Let me know in the chat. Yes, you can hear. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. St. James said no. Oh, okay. No, I paused it now. Just let me know. I'm about to play it. Let me know if you can hear it.
We're bringing this case because Nicole wants Ye to know that what he is doing to photographers is wrong. And in Nicole's case, it was harmful to her physically, emotionally, and financially. Nicole wants justice. And that is why she filed her lawsuit against Ye yesterday. In addition, she wants him to stop interfering with the rights of other photographers to engage in their lawful occupation. Nicole and I look for.
Okay. Wait a minute. I'm going to go back because I'm not sure if you got who heard it from when it started.
From her car.
Wait a minute.
Among other professional photographers.
She was really just talking. Okay. She flips the pages and everything. I mean, she was really into this press conference and nobody heard her but the person next to her.
For violence against photographers, his history of physically harming them. And based on his threatening body language, plaintiff became fearful for the photographer's safety. Defendant Ye went through his pockets, and plaintiff thought that he might have a weapon. From her car, plaintiff began filming the incident on her cell phone, with her hand extended outside the driver's side window. Plaintiff remained in the driver's seat as she was filming. She did not want to get out of her car because she was afraid of the defendant Ye. Defendant Ye was enraged. He reached into plaintiff's car and ripped her phone out of her hands. As he did so, plaintiff was fearful that the defendant Ye had a weapon or would strike her. Defendant Ye then threw her phone onto the streets towards oncoming traffic. Next, defendant Ye walked to the other side of her car, where plaintiff's business partner was also filming from the passenger seat. Plaintiff's business partner was likewise terrified. He locked the door and he rolled his window up. As defendant Ye arrived at the passenger side of the car, plaintiff remained fearful as to what was going to happen next. Defendant Ye gave them a, quote, death stare, end quote, before finally turning and walking away. As a result of what Ye did to Nicole, we are suing him for assault, battery, negligence, and violation of her civil rights. Our complaint alleges that the California Constitution, Article 1, Section 1 of the Constitution, guarantees certain inalienable rights to persons in this state and has been construed to specifically include the fundamental right to pursue a lawful occupation. At the time of this incident, Nicole was a professional photographer in California, and we allege that at the time of this incident, Ye attempted to interfere with and did interfere with her fundamental constitutional right to pursue her lawful occupation. As a result, we are seeking general, special, and punitive damages according to proof at trial. We are seeking a court order preventing Ye from attacking or otherwise interfering with plaintiff or other photographers right to pursue their occupations. Ye has a prior history of assaulting photographers, and we want him to be accountable. We are bringing this case because Nicole wants Ye to know that what he is doing to photographers is wrong. And in Nicole's case, it was harmful to her physically, emotionally, and financially. Nicole wants justice, and that is why she filed her lawsuit against Ye yesterday. In addition, she wants him to stop interfering with the rights of other photographers to engage in their lawful occupation. Nicole and I look forward to seeing Ye in court. And now I'd like to introduce Nicole Lechmonic.
Hello.
Would you move over a little, please?
Oh, you're there. I am a photojournalist. My focus is celebrity news. It is my profession from which I earn a living. The incident with Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, was traumatic to me. He reached into my car as though he was going to hit me. He grabbed my phone out of my hand and then angrily threw it into the street. He caused me so much fear. I have not been able to be sane since then. His actions have interfered with my ability to work. Although I am not a world famous artist as Ye, I have just as much of right to work as he does. He has no right to assault me, batter me, or cause me to be afraid to pursue my profession. I want Ye to know that he cannot do what he did to me without facing consequences. I am determined to stand up for myself and let him know that he must change his abhorrent behavior.
Thank you. And we will now show two videos. The first will show what happened prior to the defendant approaching Nicole's car. And the second will be what happened when he approached her car.
Yes, Kanye.
If I want to go see my son at a
I
game,
understand.
y'all ain't gonna run up on me. Like,
This is also the second one. Not first. So let's try it. Start again. Got the audio. Okay.
Yes, Kanye.
if I want to go see my son at a
I
game,
understand.
y'all ain't gonna run up on me like that. If I say
I
stop,
wasn't running.
if I say it ain't running,
I wasn't
stop with
running.
your cameras.
I know, but
Stop with
Kanye,
your
you're.
cameras.
I understand.
Y'all ain't gonna run up on me like that. If I say
I
stop,
wasn't running.
if I say it ain't running,
I wasn't
stop with
running.
your cameras.
I know, but
Stop with
Kanye,
your
you're a
cameras.
celebrity.
We were there for game. Sorry, man. Take the camera. Okay. I'm taking it off.
We have another one?
That was both.
That was both?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is also a copy of the lawsuit that we did file yesterday.
Right.
Yes, Kanye.
If I want to go see my son at a game, y'all ain't gonna run up on me. Like,
This is also the second one.
We're going to
Not
play that
first,
one more
so
time.
Let's try. Start again. You are okay. Okay.
Yes, Kanye.
if I want to go see my son at a
I
game,
understand.
y'all ain't gonna run up on me like that. If I say stop,
I wasn't running.
if I say it ain't running,
I wasn't
stop with
running.
your cameras.
I know, but
Stop with
Kanye,
your
you're.
cameras.
I understand.
Y'all ain't gonna run up on me like that. If I say
I
stop,
wasn't running.
if I say it ain't running,
I wasn't
stop with
running.
your cameras.
I know, but
Stop with
Kanye,
your
you're a
cameras.
celebrity.
We were there for him. I'm sorry, man. Take the camera. Okay, I'm taking it off. We were there.
We have another one.
That was both.
That's it,
That's good.
Gloria.
Yeah.
That's all you got. That's your
All right.
evidence.
This is also a copy of the lawsuit that we did file yesterday for Nicole. And while we don't have a case number yet, we do have evidence of it's being filed. And that is right here from our attorney service, and there's a stamp from the court that says received Ventura Superior Court.
Listen here, Gloria Alred been getting money for years. She is going to get her coins, okay? By any means possible.
May 31st, 2023. All right, so we'll be happy to take a few questions.
Was there a
And we
criminal?
will provide copies of our statements and lawsuit afterwards.
Was there a crime report filed with Ventura County Sheriff?
She did file a police report.
What was the resolution of that?
Pardon
What was the resolution of it?
me? As far as we know, no charge has been filed.
6 months of the Ventura County
I
Sheriff?
have not had contact with him. I don't know, but at this point, no charge has been filed.
Was there a 911 call, please?
Pardon me?
Was there a 911 call?
Oh, was there a 911 call?
Yes.
Would the deputies respond?
Yes.
And then what happened?
Basically, they came to me and wanted to get my information of what happened after the incident.
And you gave them the information?
Yes.
Was
I
that the
gave
same day?
Yes, it was the same day.
Any response from the district attorney's office?
Well, not from, I've had no contact with them at all.
Have
With
you
the
called-
district attorney's
have you had-
office
have you
or
had
the
contact with
prosecutor.
them?
Have you received any response from the district attorney's office?
No.
Did you receive a call from a detective possibly following up on the case at all?
I did speak to them, and they were, they just basically wanted to tell me that it was filed and to go from there. So,
Nicole, what would you say to people on social media who are actually defending Kanye's actions? What do you want them to know about your profession and your ethics as a journalist?
well, I've been doing this for for 10 years. And I just think that people do not understand the hardship that we go through, as far as photographers. We are legit journalists. I've never had any other incident happen like this with any other celebrity. I have a, clean communication with, the celebrities. I go to New York Fashion Week and things of that. I enjoy doing fashion photography. I mean, and news for that matter, and nothing has ever escalated to this. What I want people to know is that there are good people that do this profession. We are not, we're good people. So as far as that, and what was the other part of the question?
Just what you want to them to know about yourself and how you conduct yourself as a journalist.
Yes, I've always, minded myself as far as the laws, and we are mindful. We care about the celebrities. We're always concerned about their well-being. I would never do any harm to anyone. I'm always, most people know me in this industry, and I've been in it for over 10 years. So I just wish that people would understand that this is a legitimate profession, and we are getting news, we are taking photographs and such. And I wish that people would be, especially Kanye, more compassionate and kinder.
Yeah, I will say that, of course, this is not my first
Rodeo.
lawsuit against formerly known as, I don't know if he was formerly known as Mr. Kardashian West, but formerly known as Kanye.
Did she call him Kardashian West? What? Gloria, you know better.
Because in 2016, you probably read this on the internet there, that I represented another photographer who was attacked by Mr. formerly known as Kanye West, Mr. Ye. And we litigated that case was settled after a while with an apology to our client. And we're not discussing other aspects of the settlement, but it was, let's put it this way, not just an apology. But now it's happening again. And this is just not acceptable. It's understandable, to essentially also answer your question, sir, that the public knows celebrities, so they tend to like them, they tend to side with them, they tend to think, some of them do, that whatever they do is just fine and should be supported. But the point is that photographers, professional photographers who earn their living by being photographers, photojournalists, have a right to do that without being interfered with by a celebrity. He can express his displeasure using words, but he does not have a right to grab someone else's property. In fact, that property being the tool that is used by a photographer to make his or her their living, and stop them from being able to earn their living by filming what is going on at that moment. He needs to understand he was in a public place. The street is a public place. Anyone, whether they're a professional photographer or not, has a right to film in a public place. If he doesn't want to take the risk of being filmed, he could choose to stay in his home where he'll have privacy. But he's in a public street. So he's going to have to stop. Whether he's prosecuted or not, that's a decision by the attorney's office in Ventura County. He's going to have to pay the consequences. This can't continue. And I do want to commend Nicole, because she's not only doing it for herself, and it's painful for her to have to recollect what happened and see what happened over and over. She doesn't want this to happen to other photographers. Yeah, some people think of photographers as a despised class. Except that if it weren't for the photographers, they may not know what they want to know about their celebrities for whom they're fans. So stop criticizing the messenger, so to speak, because that's who they are. But you can criticize all day if you want. You have the right of free speech, and so does Ye. He doesn't have the right to grab someone's camera. I might add that hers is not the only complaint that I have received recently by a professional photographer, but the complaints I received recently were against some other celebrities. So other celebrities really need to pay attention to this. This is not going to be tolerated, okay? Not going to be tolerated. We're interfering with someone's livelihood. So I'm going to look forward to Ye's response.
Gloria, I have a question for your client.
Sure.
Was she working freelance for herself, or was she working on behalf of an agency? We know there's a lot of agencies.
Yeah, it's up to you if you want to answer.
I do work as a freelance photographer, and I work for multiple, possibly agencies, but I am a freelance photographer.
So
That's how you earn your living.
Yeah.
So that video that we saw, both of them, were those sold to an agency or anybody?
We're not going to answer that, but she does, film for a living. Let's put it that way.
Of
Right.
course
Thank
you're
you for your
not.
question.
The video that's shown, were you in the car the whole time along with your compatriot? You didn't get out, you didn't get close to Kanye, hardly to Ye or anything that was going on there. You were basically shooting from a distance.
Yes.
There was no personal interaction before that. He looked back, just saw you guys in the car. He approached you. You didn't approach him in any way, shape, or form.
No.
Did he object, say, stop filming, stop doing this and that? Or was it just he was ticked off the fact that he was confronted by one photographer and then just decided to come after you?
Yeah, you saw what happened.
Yeah, I know I saw what happened.
Yeah,
but,
that's a fair question.
There's no indication at this point that you made any kind of advance toward Ye at all.
No. I'm not an aggressive person in that manner. So
Let's
Yeah.
and to drill down on what Pete said. In other words, at no point were you out of the car prior to his approaching your car and the window while he was there.
no, I was not outside the car.
At any point that day, did you follow Mr. Ye's movements in his vehicle with the other photographers, basically following him wherever he was going?
No, not prior to that.
For those who couldn't hear that question, the question was, at any point prior to the incident, were you following Ye's movements? No, right?
No.
Thank you.
But you had your phone in your hand, right?
Right.
Out the window of your car while you're in the driver's seat,
Yes.
and you were filming his interaction with another photographer that was ahead of you. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's what happened. Okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay. Yes. Oh, we have a question from Zoom.
Has the incident affected your ability to work since it occurred, and if so, in what ways?
Yes, it has. As far as emotionally, I'm really not as motivated to work. It's had an effect on me overall. So that's basically how I feel.
Yeah, in other words, are you concerned that you might be assaulted again? Is that why you're not so motivated to work? Is that a possibility from it by a celebrity?
Yes, it is a possibility, but I'm just fearful, in my mind as far as that.
Okay. Any other questions on the Zoom? All right. Thank you very much for coming, and we'll provide everything to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So if anybody wants to come up, I put the link in the chat. Let me go back. I got to go back to this video. Wait a minute.
Yes, Kanye. If I want to go see my son at a game,
I understand.
y'all ain't gonna run up on me. Like,
This is also the second one. Right. Not first.
cameras.
Got the audio too?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Yes, Kanye. If I want to go see my son at a game,
I understand.
y'all ain't gonna run up on me. Like, if I say stop,
I wasn't running.
if I say it ain't running,
I wasn't
stop with
running.
your cameras.
I know, but
Stop with
Kanye,
your
you're.
cameras.
I understand.
Y'all ain't gonna run up on me like that. If I say
I
stop,
wasn't running.
if I say it ain't running,
I wasn't
stop with
running.
your cameras.
I know, but
Stop with
Kanye,
your
you're a
cameras.
celebrity.
We were there for him. I'm sorry, man. Take the camera. Okay, I'm taking it off.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What do you want to say? Well, let me start out. You're going to be my co-counsel for right now, and then we'll get more co-counsels as they want to come. First of all, my unsolicited advice to Kanye West right now is take this to trial. Do not settle. I know that it's easier to just settle because the fact that Gloria Alred got up there and basically said, yeah, we did settle. I've done this before. And he apologized. And let's just say, because usually it's a non-disclosure. So you can't say how much that you settle for. So she want to put it out there, just say it was more than just that. So since you want to say that, he should take it all the way to the end. Because a lot of times these celebrities do cost benefit analysis. They don't have time to go to court. It's just cheaper to pay them. And they don't admit fault. I'm pretty sure in that settlement agreement, he didn't, said that he denies a lot of the allegations. That's the first thing I would tell him. Secondly, I'm looking at this video over and over again, and I'm not understanding where you can't work, why you're so emotionally distressed. Why, and I do plaintiff's work. When I do work, when I do civil, I do plaintiff's work. So I understand. But right now, it does just seem like they're saying in the chat, it seems more of a money grab. So you tell me what your opinion is. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, so no problem. I do think it just, I need money, whatever I can get. Because at this point, if you filming him and he told you to stop, you still harassing him. You following him. He wasn't following her. He walked over to the car and told him, stop filming me, in which she had the right to do that. And she continued to do that, regardless of her job or not. He's still a human being because, I do this because I want to be, I do these. To me, these people need to stop it because these celebrities or whoever they is, they're still human. They don't want you filming their every move. And if he told her to stop, she continued to do it. And yeah, he was wrong for like reaching in that car or whatever. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't settle with her because ain't nothing wrong with her. He didn't hit her. He didn't physically do nothing to her. He just pushed that camera back.
Yeah, and you have to prove damages. I think people, they forget that part of the elements of every claim that you have. So say if I get in a car accident, somebody could hit me from behind. But if I'm not injured, even though it's your fault and I can't show I'm injured or have damages, I still may not recover. So I don't understand what she gonna recover. She probably has Apple Eye Care, so she probably could go get her phone fixed.
Exactly.
What are your damages, ma'am? That was
Her ego, because she was, first of all, she was wrong when he told her to stop. I mean, personally, she was wrong, because to me it's harassment. If you keep filming me and I told you not to do it, you're harassing me at this point. And and whatever she was doing, she was trying to sell it. Filming me and I told you not to do it.
somebody has to turn your radio down.
She was trying to sell it. Filming me and
Wait a minute. That's Dev. He must still got it on his thing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was just saying that to me, she was trying to provoke whatever, and whatever she was doing, she was trying to sell it to who she was trying to sell it to. Because she seen Kanye out in the street. Yes, it's a public place, but who are you? That chick just wants some money, child.
And then how did Gloria say, if you don't want people to film you, stay home?
She should stay home.
Look who the lawyer is. Exactly. Look who that lawyer is.
Go ahead, say James. What's your thoughts?
But if we really think about it, we always see Gloria in press conferences. We never see her in court. Gloria is a professional settlement lawyer. She gets stuff going to get a settlement. That's why she couldn't talk about the last one, because that's always in the agreement. She's only doing this. She knows Kanye is not going to no trial or to court for snatching her phone. She just wants a settlement. That's what Gloria does.
And Gloria also knows, like you said, that Kanye's probably he has better to do with this time. Right. So he's not going to show up. But another thing with Gloria is you see her do a lot of press conferences, but oftentimes you don't see the conclusions of a lot.
You never see the conclusion.
You don't not see
never
of these cases. Even the ones that we found out they were hoaxes, they were lying about it. She just disappears and finds the next person.
And then she sat here and coached this woman through the whole thing. That's what you're going to do in court? They're going to say objection, coaching, leading the witness.
The whole story. She's like, and you were distracted. You haven't been back to work, right? You're scared to go back. You fear for your life.
You don't use phones, right? Because you're scared of the phone now. You have phone phobia. Yeah. Gloria's a mess. But it's so sad because I don't know. I would not want her to be my lawyer. I mean, if you want to be on TV, if you want to be, a little 15 minutes of fame, yeah, she's going to give you that. But she ain't winning no case. It's going to settle. She going to get her little, you know how y'all take all the money, Pam. She's going to get all her money. And she's going to say, all right, girl, go get some counseling.
Yeah, Kanye need to take her to the mat. That's all he got to do one good time. For her to brag like that, that should give him incentive, because that was, and I find it also very interesting that in the beginning, I'm like, did Kanye send those reporters? Because in the beginning, they were like, did you press charges? Well, what happened with that? Almost like they were minimum. If you listen to their questions, it was almost like, girl, bye.
They were like, oh, we've seen your story 50 million times.
Right. And why she didn't press charges, she was so obstructed and all this other stuff. And I thought she had a real camera. He took it and made it snatch it.
Right. Like one of the expensive cameras that the photographers have.
Girl, she had a whole phone. That was a phone.
You had a whole iPhone 4.
No, he said she doesn't chase ambulance. She stands in front of
them. Hit me.
You gotta come on here if you got time. Go ahead, Dan. What you gotta say? Mm-hmm. So I got you on mute.
Muted him.
Dev. Oh, he done got off.
He hit it.
He say, forget me? Am I?
But even when she was saying, when they asked about because they know how things are supposed to be followed up on. Did the detective call? Yeah, they call. Ain't no detective called you back. Somebody from HR at the police officer station called you. Girl, you ain't got no case.
Look, they still investigating. How
Yeah,
long
yeah,
did
we,
this
we
happen? A
still
year
talking to
later, they still investigating whether it's an assault or not.
him. They say when Ye get back from Europe, we'll talk to him. Did he left again? Oh, there he is.
Well, first, I want to say, and this is from what we saw when we were in California covering the Tory Lanes. These photographers, journalists, paparazzi, it's really not even a respect thing,
Right.
because Tory himself is a small guy, and we saw how they like literally bombarded his vehicle when he showed up for court. Like he's excuse me, like he's begging people to excuse himself as he tries to weave in and out of them so he can just get into the courthouse, and they had no respect. Then he did have his son with him. Okay, listen, like give him 5 feet. You know what I'm saying? Get your pictures.
Yeah.
That's what you're there for. Okay, fine. But these paparazzi, they be in these folks' faces, and depending on how you are, they can agitate and be a trigger. Everybody knows Kanye from an emotional sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Can very easily be triggered.
He's a walking trigger.
Exactly. And if you listen to what he said, his thing was he was at his son's ball game.
Right.
And like y'all aren't even respecting the fact of, yeah, he's a celebrity, but he's a father. Like when these celebrities are on parent time, they eating or something like that, don't be putting cameras in their face. Don't be trying to, because all you want to do is make a buck off of them. Like you have no respect. So then when they retaliate, right, or cuss you out or say something, like he took her phone. He didn't slap her. He didn't drag her out the car. He took her phone. Now you want to make it seem like you're traumatized for life. But lady, I'm sorry, like you were in the wrong.
And another and with that, it's just like when he asked her about, do you work for a company? In other words, see those, like you said, Pam, those reporters know the questions to ask.
Yes.
You work for a company? Okay, so you were taking, so you're going to get paid for those pay. Did you get paid? She never really answered that question. You sold that video.
No, Gloria wouldn't let her. Gloria wouldn't let her because Gloria was like, when they asked about the freelance, she was going to answer, but then she was like, then Gloria said, "Go ahead if you want to answer." She don't work for nobody. She just take the pictures on her own and send them off and get paid. That's why she's freelancing.
Right.
Gloria said, "You're not about to mess my case up." That's what Gloria said.
Listen, Gloria is 209 years old, and she needs money for her Botox.
Listen,
all right,
you ain't playing with y'all.
No, not at all.
But what's the difference between though a journalist? They kept saying she's a journalist, but she's not. She's paparazzi. You sell your pictures. You're not writing articles for Vogue magazine. So what are you talking about?
That's the same way that YouTubers say the journalists.
Yeah,
and you're not.
Because honestly, you either work for a magazine, a paper, or you're solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cupcake, Gloria is 209 years old.
You have aged this lady by hundreds of years since we've been on.
Listen, I'm not gonna make my wife confess, but we saw Gloria dragging her little tote up them steps, and Gloria was struggling. I was about to get her a wheelchair.
But Gloria has a driver too. She was hunched over, and she was like, I seen her in the bathroom. She's like, "Us women have to stick together. Here's my card."
Let's chase some ambulances together.
or like Thais say, stand in front of them.
Yeah. Like, no, thank you, Glow. No, thank you.
Cupcake, for real. She was hunched over, for real.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I gotta be missing something in this video though, because she really.
And you know what? Honestly, it's only because it's Ye. Because if it was anybody else, it wouldn't have been none of this publicly. It would have been everything behind the scenes.
Right.
He's a cash cow. For any of these paparazzi, they could be in the wrong. He's a cash cow, and they're going to try to force him to try to give a settlement check. That's it.
Yeah, I tell you, she's a professional settler. That's all she wants. She don't want to go to nobody's court, sit in no court for weeks and days. She's too old for that. Give me my money. Settle.
So what is she suing for?
damages.
Emotional distress.
Damages. See, they put it under the umbrella of damages. So I mean, who knows what they want?
Yeah, she didn't give a crazy amount like how Whitehead would take $20 million or something stupid. Like she didn't do that. She kind of said an amount that, I mean, I didn't see the complaint. She was passing it out as you see.
So did she call the police? Why she didn't call the police?
She said she did.
She said
oh, okay. I missed
made
that
a
part.
report. Yep, and they were asking her. I'm gonna play this again.
And she's 81.
Yes, Kanye. If I want to go see my son at a game,
I understand.
y'all ain't gonna run up on me like that. If I say stop,
I wasn't running.
If I say it ain't running,
I wasn't
stop with
running.
your cameras.
I know, but
Stop with
Kanye,
your
you're.
cameras.
I understand.
Y'all ain't gonna run up on me like that. If I say stop,
I wasn't running.
If I say it ain't running,
I wasn't
stop with
running.
your cameras.
I know, but
Stop with
Kanye,
your
you're a
cameras.
celebrity.
But see, even up until that point, you still had the camera in his face. Did you think he was approaching your car to ask you, like, do you have a stick of gum?
Is the dog listed as a co-victim, a co?
Lost a consortium.
Yeah, he seems a little traumatized.
Is she getting the trying to get money for the dog too? I was gonna ask that. Because the dog is stressed too, remember? I'm just saying.
But did you guys, and then you guys seen how she started the crying and then she kind of was able to cut the crying off.
Yeah, she forgot she was crying. That's all. Hey, homegirl, continue crying. You forgot.
Yeah.
Girl, it was no tears. She was just whining.
Yesterday for Nicole. And while we don't have a case number yet, we do have.
Gloria love that pink, don't she?
She does.
Anybody over 100 years old, that pink.
There's a stamp from the court that says received Ventura Superior Court, May 31st, 2023.
Y'all know this Gloria hair don't move.
Aquanet.
Right.
You
So
know what?
we'll be happy to take
I need my co-counsels to focus here.
Copies of our statement.
I need my co-counsels to focus on the case, please.
Gloria, you stiff, baby. You stiff. Loosen up. Gosh.
We over here at the defense table. We are representing Kanye West right now. I need you guys to focus on the evidence so we can.
Yeah, this isn't my.
I need to know how you guys are gonna defend Kanye West with this multi-million-dollar lawsuit that has just been filed.
Listen, they triggered his emotions knowing that he's on medication. Right there.
Yeah,
right
I would use my mental status, baby.
Right there. Yeah. He's diagnosed. They all know his triggers, and they purposely do things to agitate and aggravate him. Then they want to go on ahead and cry wolf.
What happened to the guy he did that to? Didn't they settle?
Yep.
And I think that's what she was talking about. We're gonna do it now.
Oh, she represented him too. She know.
They gonna settle this thing. We ain't even gonna hear no more about it.
Listen, all Kanye did was grab her iPhone 6, go ahead and give her $200,000 and tell her to kick rocks.
Wait a minute, how it went from an iPhone 14 to an iPhone 6?
No, it was an iPhone 4. He put it to a 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yay, listen, my wife, she'll defend you. Call me, all right? Listen, offer this.
Yeah, they just unfroze his assets. So yeah.
Right.
Call me, Yay.
From Adidas. Listen, Yay. Drop off $500,000. All right. Get a chick $200,000 and tell her to go kick rocks. And that's all you got to worry about.
Well, Gloria did say that y'all got to stick together, right, Pam? So you can represent Ye, she'll represent here. All right. Stick together.
Listen, all Pam got to do
all want justice. We all
Pam got to do is
justice.
take Gloria to one of them little foo places in LA so they can sit down and have $20 mojitos or something like that. Gloria look like she get twisted or whatever the case be. listen, Gloria, you gonna go ahead and get your third off that 200. Homegirl gonna get a brand new iPhone 7, and she gonna be all right.
He needs to Yeah, they do need to. I think they do need to go to trial. They definitely need to go to trial and do like what Gwyneth Paltrow just did, where she countered and said it was their fault, and she won. She only wanted $1 because it wasn't a money grab for her. It was a money grab for the person in the ski. It was a ski accident, and he was blaming her, but she said he's the one that caused it and was just suing her because of who she was, and she won. She took that mug to the mat.
Right, because she could have triggered Kanye with his mental status if they bring his mental status in.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
The world know that he's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. And honestly, I think he'll pay more money in attorneys than what he will paying her a settlement.
But see, that's what I'm saying. A cost benefit analysis. The reason why a lot of these people settle is because it is cheaper for you to just say, I'm gonna give you $50,000 as opposed to I'm gonna pay him $250,000 to represent me through trial. It's a cost benefit analysis.
Oh, you expensive.
No, baby, 500,000. You got a family. You got a husband that like to dress. We like to eat. We like to travel. Yay, come up off the bag. All right. My wife is good at what she does. All right.
But you know what, Pam? I think you're right, though. I think it's about time for Kanye to start calling these people on their bluff because they're going to keep on coming up with lawsuits. He needs to go to court.
Do it. He needs to set a precedent. And if he lives in California, this case will be precedent. All he got, that's just like the bully at school. As soon as you beat him up one time, people stop messing with you. That's what he needs to do. Because she basically has insinuated, that case settled. And let's just say it was more than just an apology,
Right.
So that's how you.
To me, I think she was just harassing him. Yeah, because you videotaping somebody from your car just because they're a celebrity don't mean that she wasn't harassing him. And he started telling her to stop, and she put that camera all the way up in his face. That's at that point, that's harassment.
Karen done flipped it.
But again,
she said, "See, now she got the counter. She got the counter right there."
But again, like he said in the beginning, when I ask y'all to stop, that means stop. You know what I'm saying? So everybody want to look at the action, but you're not listening to the message. When he asked them to stop, all right, they don't want to go on ahead and stop. He's at his son's game or whatever the case to be. Listen, it's plenty of times people get Kanye going in and out, dressing the way he dressed, whatever, all over wherever he's at. When it comes to his parenting time, that's one thing that at least Kim and even the other family members said. He takes that very serious. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Just have some respect. That's it. You could have.
I think he was with Kim. Like, I think him and Kim were probably still. They weren't even divorced quite yet when this happened because he mentioned Kim in the beginning, I believe.
Yeah.
See, she said the plaintiff ended up having to pay Gwyneth Paltrow's attorney fees. I'm telling you, settlement. I get it. People just, but if you got money like Kanye, then your bank accounts and everything have been unfrozen. You need to just go ahead and take this to the mat. That's the only thing you can do. Other than that, people are gonna keep coming. They're gonna keep coming. They're gonna keep coming.
Well, he got more lawsuits, right, with the school and all these people that, like you said, they just keep coming because who he is. But these people need to be shot up one good time. And this little helper sitting on here acting like she all holy and thou. You should never had your camera out. You caused that on yourself.
But what's your damages? I'm trying to so he took your phone. The dog didn't even try to nibble your hand or anything.
That dog knew who he was dealing with. He was like, "Oh,
that dog seen some black men at their house before."
That dog sensed danger. He was like, not one. Kanye would have bit that dog back. That dog was like,
"Are you my daddy?"
You know what?
Is this the one, Mama? Look, let me tell you something. That pooch was smart. He was like, look at his eyes. Listen, let me tell y'all something. One thing my wife always told me, she said, you can kind of tell when people emotionally are unstable. She always say, look into their eyes. When that dog stared into Kanye's face and seeing his eyes, he was like, he's not the one.
But you know, when they were asking about her dad, like, what did she suffer? What, you know, that she gone back to doing whatever. Like he said, she was being coached by Gloria because she couldn't think of any reason why.
All he did was take your phone.
So why
Again,
can't she work?
So why she ain't working for real? This
But again,
heifer
he
better
didn't
not be
push her.
working.
He didn't push her. He didn't like do anything physically to her. He took your phone. So outside of you
No.
replacing the phone, what can you really say was your are now you scared of black men? Or are you just scared of Kanye?
Right. Well, that's probably what she wanted to go with it.
She
Exactly.
said that this never happened before. So why don't you film everyone but Kanye and go to all your other
Yeah.
celebrities? Because you don't work specifically for anybody. So you're a freelancer. You get to pick and choose, just like us self-employed people, what work you want and what work you want to turn down.
But
So
that's the
how
question.
about you go over to the nice people that you said this has never happened to, where they allow cameras in their face, and they allow it. Why? Because Kanye probably pays good money. Those pictures probably pay
Right.
good money.
Right.
But here's the thing: did Kanye damage you to now be afraid of all black men, or is it just him?
You know what, Dan?
No, I'm serious. No, I'm serious. No.
No, that's a good question.
Well, they
Let me say
tried
this.
that.
But let me say this: that's like back in the day when Mike Tyson was champion. He had a house in New Jersey. That's where I'm from. There were photographers and all that. Same thing. Wherein they would get in Mike's face, they were going ahead and trigger him, and when he would retaliate, their whole thing was, "Oh, now we're afraid of them, not him. Them,
Right.
them who? He don't represent all black men." But with anybody, it's a respect thing. I don't care. It could be the nicest black. It could be Lawrence Fishburne. It could be one of the older black Morgan Freeman. Everybody wants space. You cannot just run up in somebody's personal space, put a microphone and a camera, and expect because of their title of celebrity, oh, they gotta be okay with what I'm doing. You're invading their space.
They react, and now
They're
you're
people
upset.
too.
Yeah.
And she's supposed to mitigate damages too. Like, how are you just sitting at home losing money because all of a sudden you're scared because of what might happen because you're in people? But you're so scared, but you had the camera right in his face while he was telling you, get out my face, when he came to your car. You still had a camera so you can get video.
That's what I'm saying. That iPhone 5, they don't even make that no more. So what's your real damage?
So what was somebody in the passenger seat in the other camera?
It looked like it because
they were filming her filming Kanye. That's what I said. Someone was sitting in the passenger seat filming, right?
It looked like it
because they were filming her filming Kanye.
Yeah, it was a secondary shot.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't pay it any attention.
After the first one plays, then the second one is from the angle of the passenger seat.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
So why is they in the middle of the street anyway?
I understand.
Y'all ain't gonna run up on me like that. If I say stop,
I wasn't running.
if I say
Yeah, it does. If you look at his eyes, it does look like he was looking at someone in the passenger side.
Yeah.
And when because
It ain't
keep
running.
playing.
Yeah.
I wasn't
stop with
running.
your cameras.
I know, but
Stop with
Kanye,
your
you're.
cameras.
Oh, and he said cameras.
Yeah, he did.
Exactly.
I understand.
Y'all ain't gonna run up on me.
Yeah,
See?
someone's filming.
Yeah.
If I say stop,
I wasn't running.
if I say it ain't running,
I
stop
wasn't
with your
running.
She's so distressed, she keeps on filming him.
You're a celebrity.
Oh, he
Oh, and
didn't
see,
hit her. He
that
just
person
took the
got
camera.
out.
Wait a minute. He did not hit her. He didn't do anything. He just took her phone.
That's the whole thing. He took her phone, and the person that was in the passenger seat got out.
Yeah.
So you didn't even leave. You still stayed to get footage of him. That's the whole point. There's no respect. You're not that terrorized where, oh my God, you didn't try to pull off. You still had the camera in his face, and you stayed.
And I think that's what pissed him off, was the fact that he was trying to speak to her and say,
Right.
hey, like, I'm at my kid's game. Can you stop filming? And you got the camera right in his face while he's asking you to stop filming. I think that's what made him snap.
With
At
how
that point, it was
emotional,
called harassment because he told her to stop.
with how emotional he could have got, she's very lucky.
Yeah, because Kanye,
Because he could have really went off and blamed it on the non-medication.
I know he ain't got no control.
Well, the jury says the cost of damages is $50 for the iPhone 6. What does the jury say over here? Has Kanye West defended himself adequately? Has Gloria and Nicole defended themselves? Have they brought their case adequately?
$50 it is.
Which side?
Listen, 50 bucks and one of them lemon pepper chicken sandwiches from Wingstop.
Right.
Now keep it moving, baby. Keep it moving.
Right.
Gloria, you ain't gonna get no Botox off of Ye.
Mm-mm.
You ain't gonna do that.
Mm-mm. And she's probably already told her, honey, we ain't going to trial, baby. We gonna get us a little settlement.
Right.
Right.
Mhm.
You know,
She definitely didn't prepare her for this press conference.
No.
She prepared them because she kind of looked at her answers were very vanilla. They weren't even, she didn't seem, and she didn't believe herself is what it sounded like. Like maybe she was approached like, hey, I can represent you if you want to have a lawsuit against Kanye.
But my thing, and when you're in tune and your lawyer has, drilled you, you're ready to go, those tears should have been flowing. She shouldn't have forgot about to cry. I'm telling you, her tears should have been flowing at every little question that needed it.
Did you say she didn't cry right? She didn't cry right.
She didn't cry right.
It wasn't no tears coming out of
She wasn't prepared.
Her tear ducts were so dry, they look like cornflakes. Baby, don't even try to sniffle because it don't work.
She going from crying to talking straight, and I'm like, wait a minute, what happened to the tears? Them fake tears, crocodile.
I believe she would have better luck of straight up just asking Kanye, can he replace her phone?
Right.
And throw her a couple of dollars. I really do. I believe, because it cost benefit analysis. That way you ain't got to pay no attorney. You ain't got to worry about trial or nothing. If Kanye gave that woman $10,000, that would be more than enough to satisfy her. Now, Gloria ain't going to be happy about it. But for that woman, you didn't suffer any damage. He took your phone.
But clearly she don't want to work anymore because if you haven't worked since this incident.
Because somebody told her, we going to cause this some stress.
Right. Jeff said that the dog has a case. She don't have
Yeah, give the dog some money.
Jeff,
give the dog 50 grand.
Steven said that's her strategy to either protest or do news conference. She claims she doesn't charge until she feels she has done all she has done. That means going to court. Chat, no. She probably do a lot of demands and do written demands pre-litigate. Like for her to show the lawsuit, it doesn't even have a case number. So it obviously wasn't served yet. So you literally went straight from the courthouse, filed it, don't even have a case number, and then you're passing it out to people. He hasn't even been served, and you're saying, I'm looking forward to his answer in a case that he probably just found out the same time we all did.
Gloria is a professional press conference person.
Did you see what Cupcake said about the bag of milk bones? Stop it, Cupcake.
Right. That's all. Apple gift card. Yeah.
You guys are rough. This jury is rough. Gloria, you better pay attention because this is going to be your jury pool.
Yeah. Gloria, if Cupcake is ever in a jury where you at a trial, hang it up, baby. Hang it up.
You better, when you do voir dire and you start trying to pick your jury, you need to ask, is anybody's name Cupcake Z222 on YouTube? And if they raise their hand, you just better dismiss them. No explanation. Just
right. Don't ask if she got law enforcement background. None of that. Just like, Your Honor, please escort her. Bailiff, escort her out the door all the way.
I've been on 2 trials as a juror for like the first one was 3 weeks long, and the next one was a week long.
Cupcake, hit that link and come up on here.
Yeah, she should.
Come up on here, Cupcake. He'll be all right. We'll pray for the bishop. Come on up here.
I gotta jump off here, y'all. It was good chatting, y'all.
You
all right,
St. James.
All right.
James.
Bye.
Okay, it was good chatting with y'all. I'm gonna jump down so somebody else can come up too.
All right, Nick. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you too for sharing your platform.
So, honey, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you, if you had to defend Kanye, what points would you use that you would feel to be able to get him off from the video evidence that we've seen.
So you want me to tell Gloria how to defend her case?
Never mind. Well, never mind. Never mind, honey. Never mind. Because you know what? I apologize, Chad.
But you always tell me. Now
I apologize.
very,
Listen,
very mindful.
Let me say this. Let me say this to the intellects and to the mods and everybody. I tell my wife on a regular basis, she doesn't know how to have regular conversations. My wife talks in lawyer mode all the time. So when she thinks of something, she'll go into like the whole spiel, and regular people be like, oh. It never fails. My wife goes into lawyer mode. That's how she thinks. That's how she is. That's how she's been trained. That's why she's amazing at what she does. So never mind, honey. Don't even give Gloria.
I'm gonna stand up, and this is what I'm gonna say.
You's a clown. That's what you. Why don't you call me a cardboard bishop now? Huh? You tough? Call me a cardboard bishop now.
He's not gonna call you that.
Huh? Look on Facebook Live. Call me a cardboard bishop now. You clown. That's what you are. You clown. That's what you are. Why don't you say what you say on Facebook Live, sucker?
No.
Listen, sucker. Now,
That's how I'm gonna defend. That's how I'm gonna win the case.
That's what Ye.
Say what you said on Facebook Live.
That's what Ye should say to the Karen. He should say, "You ain't getting $1, sucker." That's it. When the judge be like, Mr. Yeah, that's what he should just say. End it like that.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for all of the ones that came on. We about to get out of here. It's 11 o'clock. I had fun. We'll be back soon to do it again. I'm gonna leave out with my son's intro. I love each.
Let's say this real quick. Welcome any new intellects. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button. Make sure you go back and see some of the past videos. You'll love them. Thank you for supporting. Thanks for all the cash apps and everything to the platform. Everybody, please be safe. All right. Hey, Auntie. Everybody, be safe. Walk in blessings and favor. And we love you guys. That's it.
That's all you got?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. We out of here.
Peace out.
Yeah. So many lies that you hear from the net, they don't get her respect. She reporting the truth, not a check. You want an unbiased opinion straight from the chest, not a bit of accomplice or someone here for a check. Tune in, these are thoughts from a lawyer on a mission who goes so hard it's like she works on commission. Trolls in the comments might say she tripping cause they lack the knowledge. They don't know they missing. Got a couple current events that you like. Wanna know about law from the eyes. Tired of all these blogs running lies because their agendas are disguised. Tune in to the intellect, cause I'm sure y'all missing all the facts of the case that she steady is gifting. Someone here for the people, man, it's so uplifting. If you ain't subscribed yet, then you just omitting facts.